Hello, my beautiful Aries family. Welcome to your March 2023 tarot reading. These messages are for the collective. So if you're looking for a personal reading, you can schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. So starting right off the bat, March 2023 for you Aries, we have the overall themes of the number 4 Emperor and the Ace of Fire. Now the Ace of Fire did come out in reverse, and I don't normally take reversals for this deck, so I just wanted to point that out, that I do think that there's going to be, with some of you anyway, maybe potential issues with motivation. So I will say that did pop out as a potential message. Now moving on in a more positive, brighter direction. The Emperor, number 4, says organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. I feel like you're going to be stepping it up in March, okay? I feel like you're going to be putting yourself in a place where you're honoring your boundaries and you're seeing yourself as the some of you are going to be taking a more of a lead role, but I also see some of you just standing firm in like knowing your worth, and not letting people walk all over you. Like you're a rock this month. You're solid. And some people might view you as, maybe they're like, wow, Aries is acting like a total bitch. But it's because they're so used to pushing you around. They're so used to trying to get a reaction out of you, or they're used to you behaving in a certain way, acting a certain way. Maybe somebody that you're around just like pushes you to see if they can get a reaction. And I see you being like this total rock, like you can't push me around. You can't make me react to you. You can't even make me look at you. You can't make me do anything that I don't want to do. So there's a bit of a stubbornness there as well. But the Emperor card is also Aries energy, so that definitely represents you. With this Ace of Fire, there could be new opportunities. And so because it did come out in reverse, I feel like some of you are feeling a little bit of a lack of motivation, or it might be hard to get yourself motivated. You can definitely do it, but you just might feel a little bit of a resistance. The Ace of Fire, I will also say that some of you might notice yourself, you're noticing your triggers. It's like maybe in the past you would have responded to this thing in a different way, but now you're choosing to be like stoic, or you're choosing to have a non-response. But I feel like it's from a place of understanding and healing as well. Like I can choose to do things differently, and I'm making that choice. I'm the one in control about this. So it does feel good. The Ace of Fire says, an exciting new opportunity, career advancements, change your life now. I don't always see the Ace of Fire as a change with necessarily career, unless it's like starting your own business or an opportunity for you to get creative, and maybe start some new type of like passion project that could become a side hustle or a business for you. Because my King and Queen of Wands, to me specifically, are my entrepreneur energies. And so when I see wands, I think, okay, this is something that somebody could be potentially passionate about. So it could be an exciting new opportunity coming in for you. It could be related to a passion project or career. So I'm going to get some more clarity on the Emperor and Ace of Fire. What are some other themes or clarifying cards for this? Okay, 8 of Swords. You are not trapped in a situation. You are not trapped. There's a situation where you feel like, there's just aren't many options. I feel this obligation or this duty to maybe one person, but maybe another person is making it miserable for you in the process, or maybe that person is making it miserable for you in the process. I'm not quite sure. It just depends on you specifically and how this is going to resonate for you. So take it as you will. The 8 of Swords represents a situation where you feel bound. You feel like there's no way out, but Spirit's here to tell you that there is. When you take off that blindfold, when you see a situation for what it truly is, then you'll feel a lot more flexibility there. You won't feel quite so bound to that situation. We also have the Temperance card. Temperance can represent being tested and triggered. Somebody who's hot and cold, so somebody, I feel like somebody is either trying to trigger you, or there's going to be unintentional triggers in the month of March where maybe you initially feel that fire, that I really want to react to this, but then you instantly are able to cool it down with that water. Or maybe there's somebody in your life who is helping you reach that state where maybe you're with a water sign, maybe they're helping not put out your fire at all. They're letting you be honest and authentic with who you are. But the times when your fire is raging and it's more like a wildfire, a forest fire, they're helping you to calm it down into more like a bonfire or a campfire, which is plenty. Okay, so there's that. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there could be some type of opportunity with career here, because this is another Ace card. You have the Ace of Fire there, and the phone is ringing. So that means that it's actually a very important message for you. Whenever the phone starts ringing in a reading, I always say that's Spirit calling, and it's usually at a time when the message is going to be super important for you. So be looking out for, maybe it's a job change, a new career opportunity, new job opportunity, possibly being presented to you in the month of March, or an opportunity for you to make money off of a side hustle potentially. We also have the Tower card. Wow, there's a big change, a big shakeup. This could be that career change that completely changes your life. It could be a new person, a new relationship coming in that completely shakes things up. The Tower card is a surprise moment. This is something that you didn't really see coming, but it's completely life-changing. And it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be this huge monumental moment in your life, where maybe you get fired from your job. It could be potentially getting fired from your job, but it could also be like running into a friend at the grocery store who just happens to mention that they, heard somebody talking about some place that was hiring, and they thought of you, which could seem really small and insignificant in the moment. But when you choose to take action on that and look further into it, that's what becomes life-changing, right? Because then maybe you apply to that job and you realize that the job that you're in currently was not built on a solid foundation. It didn't feel right. There was something about it that was just not stable. So it's gonna come crumbling down at some point anyway, but at least that way you're in control of the situation. So it's obviously not going to be about a job for everybody. I was just using that as an example. This could be a relationship as well. You could be meeting somebody new, and maybe some of you are already in a relationship, and the relationship that you're in was not built on a solid foundation, right? So that could be the end of a relationship and the beginning of a new one as well. Some of you could have found yourselves in a relationship or a situation, a job, whatever it is, where you felt bound to this person, to this job, to this thing. And it feels like that might be going away. This could be, talking about something different, but it does feel like some big shake-up, change type of moment there. And then we have the World card. Some type of cycle is coming to completion. So I do feel like there is an ending in some type of way, but I do feel like it feels good. Like, this doesn't feel like it's an ending that there's a lot of sorrow and you don't know how to move on from it. This feels like an ending that, like, this relationship, this job, this situation ran its course. And you know, we wrapped up this cycle. We left things off on, maybe we didn't leave things off on good terms because we have that Tower card, but you know in your heart that the right decision was made and you're ending some type of like karmic contract potentially. So that feels really good too. All right, so let's pull some oracle cards. Let's see what messages from the Starseed Oracle we have. That one flew right on top of the pile. Earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So some of you might be, wow, I see her like floating above this earth. Floating above the earth, I should say. So some of you might really need to get grounded in the month of March. You might feel a little bit floaty. It might feel really good to work maybe in the spiritual realm, to be dealing with like divination and card pulls and working with spirit. And that's fantastic. But Spirit's reminding you, don't forget that you are here on this earth as well. And there are some earthly things that you have to tend to. So you still have to deal with your human experience and your human duty, even though you're kind of like, I don't know that I want to deal with that right now. I'd much rather be floating up here. But yeah, you could be feeling a little tiny bit disconnected from others, and I feel like it's a coping mechanism, honestly. And then from the Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish, we have the Unseen. Too much is hidden from you. Okay, so if there's a decision that needs to be made, maybe it's a really important decision, maybe you're questioning, should I do this specific thing? Spirit's telling you, hold on a second, there's something that's hidden from you. And I'm going to point out, this is number 4, and the Emperor card is also number 4. You could be seeing number 4s a lot, but also, I don't know, there's a situation where too much is hidden. So I'm actually going to pull some clarifying cards, because for the other zodiac signs, I've been asking, what's hidden from you? So what is hidden from Aries in the month of March? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So we did have Ace of Pentacles pop up in this other deck, and now we have it in reverse. You don't see this opportunity coming in, or this opportunity hasn't been presented to you yet. So if you are, for example, if you're in a job, I'll just continue with a job situation because it's just easy to relate to. But again, if this is resonating more for like a relationship for you, just adjust my wording so that it makes sense for you, please. Yeah, like some of you might say, you know what, I've made up my mind. I don't want to be at this job anymore, and I'm just going to quit. And Spirit's saying you, because you do want stability in your life, you're looking for that number 4, that stability, and because this offer hasn't come in yet, just hold on. When more is revealed to you, then you'll be able to, it will flow better for you. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, this could be a person coming into your life. So like maybe you've been looking for an opportunity, looking for a person, or maybe you haven't even been looking for them, but they just come in. I feel like this person, this thing, this offer is really going to shift things. It's going to shake things up. And when it says too much is hidden from you, it could be different desires that you have that are brought to light. It could be maybe some talents that you didn't know that you had, some other like interests or hobbies. So let's see, what's a potential challenge? What's a potential challenge? Okay, we have the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. There is someone that you are in a karmic situation with. I'm just going to prop these up here. I feel like you're in some type of karmic situation here with a page of swords. They could be an air sign, or they could be somebody who doesn't like communicate effectively. Maybe they're really maybe they like to gossip, or badmouth people. I don't feel like they're very mature with the words that they speak. And this is a Wheel of Fortune card. So the karmic wheel is spinning, and I feel like everybody's going to need to watch the words that they say, because it's going to bite somebody in the ass. And we can either sit back and watch it happen, or we can participate in it and have it bite us in the ass too. So that's just something that Spirit wanted me to communicate with you. I know that was a little bit harsh, but they really wanted me to let you know to not involve yourself in the drama, because it won't end well. And specifically for this other person who's involved in it. But if you involve yourself, it's not going to end well for you either. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out, usually it's your karmic cycle turning for the good. So if you feel like there's been one hit after the other, after another, I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied, things aren't going the way I expected, whatever. If you felt like your karmic wheel was on the down cycle, it looks like it's going to start to go in the up cycle. So that's really good. So with it being the challenge, make sure that you're keeping yourself out of the drama situations, so that you're not so that your karmic wheel continues to go in the upward cycle. I will say that. Okay, so I almost never say this, but Spirit's saying that some of you might be considering taking a class, and it might be kind of expensive, like more than you want to pay. And they're saying now might not be the time. So that could also be too much is hidden from you. There could be maybe some other expense popping up that could be referring to the Tower card that had come out earlier. It could be that it's a scam. It could be that maybe you already know all the information that's going to be presented in the class, but you don't have the self-confidence or something like that. But I'm such a big advocate for continuing your education, like always being a student, learning, researching something. But Spirit's saying that there might be a specific class that you've been thinking about taking, that you've been going back and forth on, like, should I take this? Should I not take this? I think that Spirit's saying that you don't need to. Like, either now is not the time. It might not be a never, but it's like a not right now. And that too much is hidden from you card is coming out. But you're a human with free will. You can do whatever the hell you want. If you want to take that class, you go take that class. I'm just letting you know what Spirit says, okay? And that message might not resonate for everybody. That's fine. So I'm going to pull one more card. It's from the Oracle of the Seven Energies, and that's going to wrap up the reading. Let's see what the last important message is for you. We had two come out, but I'm going to take the top one. All right, that's called Willing Release, and it's number 49. All right, and in numerology, if you condense this 49 down to one number, it equals the number 4. So 4 plus 9, 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Also, a trick for numerology is 9s also act as zeros. They cross themselves out, essentially. So 4 energy. And we also have that 4 energy coming out with the Emperor card and another card that came out that I can't quite remember at this time. Okay. So yeah, you're seeking stability, whether you realize it or not. That like stability is going to be important for you in the month of March, but it might cause you to need to release something from your life in order to receive that stability that you're looking for. The key concepts with this card are yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. Now, when the Emperor card comes out, it's way back there, that can be not agreeing with change, not liking change. Like, you want things to be your way, and there is a stubbornness about it. But sometimes when things don't go our way, it's actually for our best and highest good, and it's because it's making room for even bigger and better things. So this card says, some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions. But you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. So that's relinquishing some of the control. We can say what it is that we would like by setting our intention and taking some inspired action, but we also need to understand that Spirit, the divine, controls the timing. They control the small details, the how, right? Okay, there is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Right now, you can immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf, without interference. So, can you allow things to just be as they will? I know that sometimes we really want to be able to take action on something. But Spirit's encouraging you to just let things be for the moment. There's a stillness to this as well. Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it is not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have put in the work, defined your desires and felt them deeply, and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? So that message there of impatience erodes the foundations of your trust. If you try to push things too fast, it could create that tower moment when things just implode, right? You push things too far because of impatience. So Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to take immediate action. You set your intentions, you know what you want. Now let Spirit bring it into you. So if these messages resonated for you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video. It doesn't cost you anything. Comment below if you feel called to. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful month of March, and I will see you in another video.